Even some of the grossest parts of the ocean can be wonderful habitats for different types of animals. This is called a fouling community, and I found it underneath the Santa Cruz Wharf, where the visibility of the water isn't very good, the water doesn't necessarily smell very good, and so in part one of what lives under the wharf, I'm going to show you the invertebrates that live in a fouling community using some underwater video. Hello, I'm actually having to do this voiceover after the fact because the wind and the waves were way too strong, but in this clip I am underneath the Santa Cruz Wharf, and around me you can see fouling communities, and we're going to get to that in just a second. But a wharf is a man-made structure where boats can dock. It's also somewhere where there's a lot of businesses, cars can drive on top of them, people can fish from them, so they're usually pretty heavily impacted by humans in general. And around me, on the pier pilings, which are those things that go into the water, are some fouling communities. Fouling communities are groups of organisms that live on man-made structures. They consist of mussels, barnacles, and other sorts of animals that we're actually going to see underwater in just a little bit. So once I pan away from this, you're going to watch me getting into my kayak, and then we'll show you some underwater video of some fouling communities a little bit offshore from where we were in this clip. And just kind of as a side note, I usually really struggle to get into my kayak. It only took me 2 tries in this video clip, which is amazing. I did spend a whole week sea kayaking in high school, so I have a little bit of experience with doing this, but it's never easy. I hope that this video doesn't make me look like I have practice with this, because honestly, normally I eat it at least 5 times before successfully getting into the kayak. One vertebrate animal that normally lives under wharfs is a sea lion. There's a baby sea lion on this platform here. Alright, so before we actually get to looking at the fouling communities under the water, I just wanted to give you a good idea about the clarity of the water out here. So these next few clips are going to show you it was pretty rough. The water is pretty cloudy. That could be due to plankton, could be due to a lot of different reasons, runoff, different things. So in general, what we're going to see under the wharf, we might really struggle to see close up because of how cloudy the water was on this day. Alright, so if you easily get motion sick, I'd suggest turning the video off right now because the waves were really strong. It was hard to kind of get a good hold on everything going on here, but I'm going to point out a few of the animals that I found on this first pier piling. So first we have some mussels. Those are bivalves. They have 2 shells, and you can actually see that a lot of them are open. In some of them you can see their feeding structures or even maybe some eggs. So they're hanging out. We also have some anemones. They're there in kind of the middle bottom section. We'll see a few more of those later. Sorry I keep bumping into the animals. They're okay. We also have different types of seaweeds here, but just beautiful. I just love the color. Like looking at this, if you didn't see how gross the water was in the previous clip, you might think you were in like, a tropical island looking at some really cool animals, even though this is at the bottom of a really gross wharf and it smelled really bad down there. If you're interested in seeing this clip more slowed down, you can skip to the end because I took it there and slowed it down. But now I'm going to show you my boyfriend kayaking by different pier pilings. So at the bottom of this one, you can see an orange sea star and a purple sea star. Lots of mussels, and as we get further underneath the wharf, you can see he's really under there now. The water quality really decreases. You can't really see very far. There's something bright orange back there. I can't identify what it was, and another sea star there. Okay, so now I'm going to be quiet so that you can just enjoy the view. Even though it's kind of murky, I hope that you see some cool animals and different things like that. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and didn't get too motion sick. I'm looking forward to putting out What Lives Under the Wharf Part 2, hopefully next week, where I'm going to deploy a crab trap underneath the wharf and see what lives on the very bottom. So thank you so much.